Friends, now we examine the chart, available chart from internet only, so not that much reliable. This I would like to say beforehand. The chart is of Shri Narendra, the Honorable Chief Minister of Gujarat, very successful Chief Minister as far as industrial development is concerned, and as far as industry's inclination to settle the industries in Gujarat is concerned. But let us see what his chart is having. His chart is showing Libra ascendant, Moon and Mars in Scorpio, Jupiter in Aquarius, Rahu in Pisces in 6th house, Saturn Venus combination in 11th house in Leo sign, and Mercury, Sun and Ketu are placed in Virgo sign in 12th house. Sun Mercury form Aditya Yoga. Moon and Mars are combined in Scorpio. Moon is debilitated and Mars is very strong in Moon sign. Now this Mars takes care of Moon to some extent, as Moon is the lord of 10th house, so in debilitation it is not so good for the native. Jupiter is very good in 5th house, though Libra ascendant people don't have anything good for them, as Jupiter is the lord of 3rd and 6th house. This D10 chart is having Aries ascendant and Jupiter in Aries and Mars in Cancer. Mars is debilitated in 4th house. And regarding his dashas, from October 2012 his Moon Mahadasha will be beginning. The Moon is the lord of 10th house and it is in debilitation. So I have my own very limited views about this, is that when the Moon is the lord of 10th house and is placed in 10th house, it restricts the professional progress or the career progress or the progress relative to the field in which the native is there, if it is placed in the debilitated sign. Again I would say that Mars being joined there, it can take care to some extent, but the debilitation cannot be nullified, as I have seen in many horoscopes. And since the Dasha of Moon would be beginning in October 2012, and somewhere in 2014-15 Saturn would also be entering the sign Scorpio, that time it may increase pressure on him, or it may increase, he may feel that something is coming his way which is not helping him to progress as per his expectations, and he might be losing some support also during this period. Now we have to see that he is a Libra ascendant and his Moon sign is also Scorpio. We have with us an available chart of Shri ABVajpayee, also the Honorable ex-Prime Minister of India, who was also Libra ascendant and who has been in the Prime Minister's chair from 1996 to 2004 for a very considerable period of time. He was the Prime Minister of India 3 times. His chart is also Libra ascendant, but he had Saturn exalted in Libra, Moon and Venus combination in Scorpio in 2nd house, and Jupiter, Sun and Mercury in Sagittarius in 3rd house, and Mars in Pisces in 6th house. Rahu was in 10th house in Cancer sign. Those who understand political astrology, you can appreciate that Rahu in 10th house is very favorable for political rise, and he became the Prime Minister in the period of Rahu Venus only. So Venus is a lord of 1st house. There is a combination of 1st house and 10th house lord, Venus and Moon. Though Moon is debilitated here, but he had the Dasha running of Rahu only, which is placed in 10th house, planet for the periodical rise of Shri ABVajpayee. And in the sub-period of Venus only, he became first time he became the Prime Minister of India. Now let us see what yogas were there apart from this Moon Venus yoga, which is a distinct Raj yoga. The combination of 10th and first house, and then Saturn placed in first house forms Shash yoga. It is Panch Mahapurush yoga, and then there is own sign placement of Jupiter in third house and a very strong Mars in sixth house. These are the few notable yogas which I am mentioning here. I had made some prediction about Shri Narendra in my blog long way back, and also in my site karmicastro.com. This prediction was made very long back, say in 2000 end, in which I had mentioned that politically or public support for him was at the peak in 2010 when he had won Panchayat elections. That time he was under the influence of Sun, Mercury and Venus when the Panchayat elections were held, and these helped him to regain his control over the rural Gujarat. And I had mentioned that time only that this is the peak time for him as far as his political support is concerned amongst the public. Maybe till now he has lost, his party has lost two elections, by-elections held later on. One of it was a Lok Sabha election also, and one or two were assembly elections also. There is only one thing which is, I must say here, which might help him in future. It is the Moon Jupiter period, which would run from September 2005 to December 2016 sometime. This will be a period of 17 months. This may be a good and relaxing period for him, but again, for some time Saturn would be in Scorpio sign in transit only. This would be restricting a big success. Jupiter being placed in 5th house in birth chart, and in D10 chart it is placed in 1st house. This may give him some success or some more heights in party only, but otherwise, since Mars was debilitated in D10 chart, the chances of other kind of any success, I feel that these are not visible astrologically, at least to me. There might be some other wise astrologers, some other wiser or better known combinations or better known yogas, but apparently there is one more thing, that his chart doesn't have any planet in quadrants, any of the quadrants. So let us see what is in store for him. The listeners and the viewers who are interested, they can log in to my site where I made this prediction, www.karmicastro.com. The URL is being just this. It is which the URL will be given. You can see what I have predicted along with the major discussion and analysis of this chart. So let us see. I wish him success. I wish him a comfortable, spiritual, and enhanced period